Hi, I'm makeup artist Justin Tyme, and in today's video we're going to discuss grooming men's eyebrows. When grooming men's brows, it's very important to remember never to overpluck, as most men are quite sensitive to the size and shape of their brows. To do this task, you'll need a few tools. One pair of flat edge scissors, these are from MAC. One brow pencil, today I'm going to use the medium ash from Anastasia Beverly Hills. And either a mascara wand or a brow brush for combing. Step 1 to grooming brows is to comb through the brows to make sure there is no dirt or excess oil sitting beneath the surface. For me, the next step is always to measure where exactly the brows should start and end. This is different for everyone, so decide for yourself. Personally, I like to take my pencil and go right up the nose bone, mark, and mark. It's always good to use an eyebrow pencil to do this, as you can erase it if you don't like. The next step would be to follow from the labial fold of the nose to the edge. Your brows may not reach the point where they should. It's fine. Everyone is different. And your eyebrows should always be sisters, not twins. If your eyebrows are too symmetrical, your face will look funny. Now that we have our marker, we can see the start and the stop point for exactly what we should do. Taking my mascara wand, I'm going to comb my lashes up. This is so we can see if there are any longer hairs residing, and we want to trim them down. Always be very mindful of what you're doing while trimming. You never want to over trim and thin out the brow too much. If you have thicker brows, you might want to work your brow brush or mascara wand through just to make sure you catch every hair. I particularly like to use the MAC scissors for this because they have a rounded tip and flat edges. So it really makes it so there's not a lot of likelihood of you hurting yourself while doing your brows. I do a pretty good job of maintaining the length, so there's not much to trim. After you're through, comb them down to make sure there aren't any extra long ones toward the bottom. Some makeup artists will pluck before they trim. I just like to know what I'm working with before I go in with tweezers. Now that we've trimmed the eyebrows, we can start plucking. Taking your scissors and going in between the two lines in the center of the face, remove all hair. Anything that could lead to a unibrow needs to go. My personal favorite method of doing this is to actually take the flat edge of the tweezer and scroll down my face until a hair catches. This helps to prevent the skin from being pinched and pulled by the tweezers. Following that, you're going to want to clean up underneath the eye area. From the crease to the brow, there should be a very minimal amount of hair. It's more than okay to leave a bit of hair underneath so that the brow looks natural, but for the most part, you're going to want to clean up everything throughout this entire area. The further up you go toward the corner arch of the eye, the more shape you're going to give. Just be wary, as this can sometimes lead to the eyebrows looking more feminine than a client would desire. Repeat that step on both eyes. Finally, going through on the top, you're going to simply clean up everything that does not belong to the shape that you want. You'll find some men have hair that extends out from the side almost to the hairline in the back. This can be taken care of by either wax, plucking, or by some simple shaving if they're willing to do it every day. Personally, I like to pluck it out just to make sure that it's gone. Remove any hair, and then going down to the natural shape of the brow, basically just clean up right along the edges. With men's eyebrows, you never want to have a perfectly defined line. I like to leave the brows a little furrowed. I like to leave them looking more imperfect, just so that it's less detectable that the brows have been plucked. At this point, if it's okay to erase, and now you can follow through with your brow pencil if you'd like. With men's brows, typically going in from the bottom and just lightly brushing up in the more sparse areas of the center. And on the outside, starting from the top corner and blending down to help extend. Repeat the same method on both sides. When choosing your brow color, I usually like to go one shade lighter than my brows so that you don't add a lot of depth to the shape, only more fullness. And comb through. Make sure that you're happy with the shape, with the length, and with the depth. And now you can follow through with makeup if you'd like, or clean up the face and exfoliate after to avoid any kind of irritation or bumps throughout the eyebrows. My name is Justin Tyme, and this has been Grooming Men's Eyebrows.